Hi, I'm Heinbach and it's good to have you back. I'm standing here surrounded by the little critters of the Teenage Engineering Choir. The choir is a set of 8 wooden dolls with integrated speakers and a speech synthesizer in each. They work both as decorative art pieces and as musical instruments. They command a hefty price though. I paid €1,700 for the whole set. So it's good that there's a sponsor for this video. Me. I've made 5 plugins now with AudioThing that we've bundled up as the greatly discounted Heinpack. And if you get the Heinpack now, you get bonus content such as new sound banks for noises and new presets that are exclusive to the pack. So if you are into odd electronic instruments and you would like to try some of them in your digital audio workstation, have a look at the Heinpack. Add over. If our little wooden choir is left alone, they will start singing public domain pieces, which is very annoying because I want to play them myself. Luckily, you can connect them easily to the OP1 field with Bluetooth MIDI. While I can control the melody and harmonies, the words are random. But I'm convinced that they sing about their drip. They do look good in a Bauhaus sort of way, so I'm fine with that. Not only can they sing pretty, they can do what is called in avant-garde world extended techniques, make use of non-musical sounds in the Western music sense. I can imagine 100 possibilities in horror scores because of that. The sound of them is as much shaped by the programming, which defines the ranges and sounds that these have, as it is by the acoustic body that they have. So if I unscrew this, you can see here's a little speaker. And that speaker is also the Bluetooth receiver. This is all the electronics that this have. And then the sound is routed upwards and then through these bass ports, because this chunky one is a low voice. I've set these up all around my studio, and it's a wonderful psychedelic experience to play them here and have them serenade to me all around. But it's hard to convey that to you. So I'm gonna employ one tool that I've been wanting to try for a long time for something like this. This is a Brüel & Kjær microphone boom with a motor that I basically saved from the trash. I got this really cheaply, I think $80 or something. It's meant to be used with measuring microphones to check the acoustics of various spaces where you need 360 information for everything. I don't have one of those, so I'm gonna put this on here, my trusty Sony PCM D100. And let's play a piece. Sadly, it broke right after I recorded this piece, so I can't show you how it sounds without all the music. But you can replicate that effect easily at home if you just put a recorder, a microphone, or even just your phone on a turntable and use that to record the room and drape stuff around it. It's wonderful. We did something similar with Sam, Lookmom No Computer at Thomann Synth Reactor. Only there we had access to the Neumann binaural head, which is awesome. Here I only have Harry, its lo-fi counterpart. Rewind and drop to half speed. I can see, and I hope you can too, a lot of applications for these in things like soundtracks, where spatiality is very important, and ambient music. But I've been forever a fan of Psylop, who used disembodied voices, computer voices, rapping in his tracks in the 90s. So let's try to use these in a track. I find is that since these are real physical objects, they blend really well in a track. It's different from when I would just use a speech synthesis program, and there are a bunch of those there, and then do it all inside the digital audio workstation. Recording them makes it just a bit more special. I mean, one of the most beautiful operations that you can do is record frequencies that move through the air. It just adds a body and a little bit of magic that is hard to capture elsewise. Be it a fancy mic or a thrift store one, there is just something that makes it sit in a mix much easier. These just came out, so I'm gonna cut Teenage Engineering a bit of slack in terms of the bug fixing, because I couldn't connect these to any other Bluetooth MIDI controller than the OP1 Field. I tried it with my iMac, I tried it with my MacBook Air. It always asked me for a code to enter, like you do with any other device. But how? How? There's no code displayed. So that's a bug they are aware of and are working on fixing, but it means I need to apologize to the synthesizers subreddit. I can't do the Halo theme, and I can't do the turret opera from Portal, which I would have loved to have done for this video. If that is fixed, I'm gonna make at least a short with that, because yeah, come on, Portal turret with these, gonna be cool. The latency on these is not great. I tend to play slower stuff with them, that just works fine, but fast arpeggios I leave to the arpeggiator in the OP1 and the sequencer. And there's a problem with that, because these really don't like when they don't get a note off. They start reverting to singing their public domain tunes, which is super annoying, and I'm not gonna show you that footage because there's a lot of cursing and this is a family-friendly show. It took me an hour to figure out what was going wrong, because every time I jumped an octave on the arpeggiator, there probably was not a note off being sent, and that they were confused. They didn't know what to do. I just got a note on, but where's my note off? Oh, I'll just sing what I know. And that way they behave like a real human choir, which can be annoying at times. So I hope that's something that also gets fixed. If you can get an external controller to work, you can use CC values to control the vowels and consonants, meaning you could shape your own words, which frees these from this wonderful aleatoric thing that they're doing, where they're doing chaos words and you have to piece together what could be the meaning that they're doing, to something where you can actually, write words and songs with them. And I do hope that there will be an app or a program where you can just type in the words and the notes, and then they will sing, and maybe assign that also to different singers. There's so many possibilities for hacking these. I mean, the simplest thing that I would really like to see in a firmware update is to use these just as speakers, because then I would have 8 speakers in a room that in this space have also a decent volume. There's a lot of potential in using these and hacking these and trying to do other things than what they are designed for with, and I hope that the engineering opens that up. All in all, this seems like a very bold move from Teenage Engineering. I know they hate anything that looks at least remotely toy-like, but doesn't have a toy-like price tag gets. It's insane. But I guess that's something that has been accompanied them forever since they launched the OP1. The choir seems to me like a Herzensprojekt, something they did from the heart. And that's what they say in the manual. This is to celebrate Teenage Engineering as the companies, because this harks back to an Absolute vodka bottle ad that they did in 2007. If you want 1 or 2 of these, they are already all sold out, so you'll probably have to wait for the next batch if they make one. But I've made a sample pack for my supporters on Patreon, so you can head over there and get a bunch of loops from these beautiful little creatures. That's it for this video. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments below or visit the subreddit. Thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye.